Hi, I'm Frank Atwood. Welcome to Brutally Honest Reviews. In this video, I'll be doing a basic review of phone gimbals, like this one here using the Xian Smooth Q that I personally own. Xian did not provide me with a free gimbal or any sponsorship of any kind, nor will they after they see this review. So viewer be warned, a brutally honest review is about to commence. You've seen high-profile influencers advertising sponsored products in beautiful lighting. This is what we call eye candy. The music is hip and plays as they rotate the product on a cake decorating pedestal. They point out the obvious things and things to make you ooh and ah. Joysticks and knobs, buttons and such. When instead, they should be asking and answering a couple of important questions. Who is this product for, and who is it not for? In a nutshell, this product is best suited for short-form content creators. Now, I'm not necessarily saying that you need to start TikTok or Instagram stories or Facebook or even YouTube Shorts, although this is an ideal product for such forms of content. No, what I'm saying is, if you want to capture life's little magic moments, like your daughter's first steps, and you want to do it without all the shakes and jitters, then this would be an ideal device for doing so. Short personal videos of 5 minutes or less, and I say 5 minutes or less because most phones will overheat after 5 to 10 minutes, depending upon the outside ambient temperature, of course, and shut down completely. The first step is to charge it. Most influencers skip over this important step. In Xian's manual, they said something about using a charging cube. Funny, they don't even make a charging cube, and the specs that they give, I think, are equivalent to the iPhone charging cube, 5 volts, 1,000 milliamps. I mean, it doesn't make any sense to me. When I first started to use this gimbal, I had to look up how to charge it online, which is a bad start right from the get-go. If it's not in your user's manual and you're omitting to tell me the safest and best way to charge your product, it kind of makes me uneasy. So you plug in their cable. They have a flat type cable. Plug into this and then plug it into your computer. That's this model right here. That's what I did. I've had this for 5 years and it works just fine. Like most phone gimbals, they all need to be balanced in the off position. So what you do is you would put your phone with the camera facing out, because the best camera is on the back. You put it into this little stretchy device, which is the phone gripper, and it'll hold it. Put it all the way in there, make sure it's up against the rubber cushioning there, and then you just adjust the sliders until you get it balanced. Once the device is balanced, you simply hold the record button for 3 seconds, and then the device will turn on. And now you're ready to capture some steady, jitter-free footage. And it's in the follow mode right now. So I can walk around, I can film, and I can capture all kinds of footage that I need. Let's look at some footage real quick. So we discussed who's it for, so who's it not for? I would say young aspiring filmmakers. If you want to be the next Steven Spielberg, while this will be an excellent tool for giving you stabilized video, just remember the average phone can only shoot for 4 to 5 minutes. A caveat to this rule though is if you don't want your phone to overheat and shut down on you, you could use a lightweight GoPro Hero 3, 4, or 5. Notice I didn't say your cell phone. I didn't stress the cell phone because the cell phone is only good for like 5 to 10 minutes, depending upon the outside ambient temperature, before your phone will shut down completely on you. The sensor will overheat and shut down. So you want to use an action camera. So long as it's 200 grams or less, you can do that. How much is 200 grams? It's about 8 AA batteries, 1 quarter, and 1 penny. And I still only got 199 grams. I was close. The load limit in their manual says 75 to 200 grams, lightweight, cheap action cameras will work so long as they're under 200 grams. When you use your phone, you're going to want to remove your OtterBox if you have one. That adds about an extra 65 grams to the device, and that will stress the motors, eventually wearing out the gimbal motors. So what do I like about this gimbal? Well, I like the ergonomics. It fits in the hand nicely. Mine came with the actual tripod base, and it has the ability to give me the smooth results. It does work. The product does work the way they say it does. If you can get past the initial hurdle of charging, it works great. I like the fact that it has a 12-hour lithium-ion battery, which, according to the manual using this port down the bottom here, you can charge your cell phone. If I'm ever in a remote area hiding from like a chainsaw murderer, I have the ability to charge my phone back up. And then I can die knowing that I had a fully charged phone and no bars because it's a remote area and I'm hiding from a chainsaw massacre. I also like the fact that you can do time-lapse and hyperlapse with their app. So what don't I like? Well, I don't like the way Xian wrote their manual. Most people are not tech savvy. They need to write it and break it down Barney style so that you understand it. I don't like the fact that Xian doesn't provide a charging cube, nor do they make one. The recommendation specs that they give in their manual kind of fit the one for the iPhone, but I saw a guy, a Brazilian kid who initially bought this. He did that, used his iPhone charging cube and burned it up in 30 seconds. I also don't like the fact that the battery, the lithium-ion battery, is a one-time use type thing. It's a rechargeable, but once the useful life of the battery that's installed is depleted, it becomes a worthless paperweight. You know, it seems to me as if Xian goes out of their way to purposely sabotage their consumers. I mean, and it's not just limited to this, not telling you the correct or the safest way to charge this device. On their new flagship gimbals like the 3S, I saw a video where a guy, in a rush to put the batteries in, because somebody famous came in his office, he put them in wrong and fried the gimbal. And there was smoke pouring out of it, and it was ruined. And that gimbal was like 450 bucks. So these mistakes seem almost intentional. As if Xian thinks you're going to come running back to them and purchase another gimbal. When I bought this one 5 years ago, it cost me like 129 bucks. So there are phone gimbals out there right now that are $60 and they have like a 4-hour battery life. I think Walmart had one at one point, which is fine because your phone's only going to shoot up to 10 minutes anyway, if you're lucky, right? If you have the new iPhone 14, however, it has incredible stabilization and you won't need a gimbal at all. In conclusion, if I had to do it all over again and I had a budget Cricket phone, or let's say my mom bought me a cheap Picasso action camera, would I buy this gimbal? Short answer, no. So I'm going to stick with DJI. I mean, Xian makes some good stuff, and if you can get past those little initial hurdles of how to charge it, you'll be good to go. However, I do not recommend buying directly from Xian or any other Chinese manufacturer. It's not if, but when things go wrong, you have no recourse. Hint, hint, they're in China. If you're not in the market for a big DSLR camera and you want to capture life's precious moments without the shakes and jitters that are normally accustomed with handheld footage, then a phone gimbal might be right for you. Just don't push the limits of the gimbal like these guys. I personally use Amazon for all my shopping for electronic devices because they're my middleman. I'm Amazon's customer and they will protect me. If I get a defective gimbal, it doesn't work when I power it on, or the instruction manual tricked me and I burned it up accidentally, I know I'm covered because I'm a Prime member and I'm going to get my money back or I'm going to get a new product. If you are interested in having a phone gimbal, I will leave a link in the description for the new DJI phone gimbal. I think it's like 99 bucks. Please know that if you buy through our link, we do receive a small commission for the referral, but you do not pay more for the item. It's just, think of it as me opening the door for you and you going into Amazon. If you feel this video helped you out in any way and you want to return the favor, this is a great way to spread the love and we really appreciate it here. On that note, I'll see you in the next Brutally Honest Reviews.